Yeah, everyone, this is Thermite, and this is Souboutei Must Be Destroyed, chapters 10 and 11. It feels so good to say that. I love that we're back to doing Souboutei. I have it on fairly good word that we're getting a Souboutei chapter a week for, the foreseeable, at least short-term future. I'm assuming long-term. Or I hope long-term, is what I should say. So thank you once again to Helvetica Scans for putting in the work. This cannot be an easy series to work on for anyone involved. Also, I have it on good word that this is the only arc in the series where it's like chapter 10 is like, back to school 1, and then the next one is back to school 2, which is interesting because it's not that the series doesn't have arcs, but like each chapter is its own thing, while at the same time it's very serialized. Like I can't even cut the series into arcs right now. I guess we have like, the intro arc and then the going to Seiichi's old house arc. Seiichi's hungry. This is great. It's Kamameshi night. Oh no. Aw. I love Seiichi. Like he's such a strange character, but it's not like he's intentionally quirky. It's just, I mean, when you spend that much of your life on a plane inside of Souboutei, or at least a plane that has been stolen by Souboutei, I can imagine you're not too suited for life. For socialization, I should say. Sorry, I just got interrupted. Okay, so I guess I'm not totally sure what a train card is. I assume it's like he's got a small debit card for like, buying stuff. Yeah, like buying like snacks and whatnot. So okay. You give up too fast. Ooh. Fair enough. Also, I guess that's confirmation that he can also make his fingers do that. I don't remember if he's ever done that before. I thought it was mostly just the arm. Even with the lights off, was the classroom always this well lit? Okay, so I guess I thought something else was going to happen here, but I guess he just found it. Fair enough, fair enough. Oh, that's right. Like, it's not that he wouldn't have, like, seen shops before, but the idea of, like, a modern Japanese convenience store would be kind of mind-blowing, especially since they are, like, super bright and they have so much stuff going on in them. What is this face? Oh my god. Okay, so this is absolutely not what I was expecting. When it was like, okay, last chapter was yeah, that was the whole meeting with Kurenai and Takoha, where they're at that group with all the other like cultists, or not cultists, like researchers and whatnot, who are all like, oh yes, we'll take down Souboutei, and then we see a little slideshow of like the truth of Souboutei, and then after the slideshow ends, basically everyone's run away except for the real weirdos. I was expecting something a lot darker, but I mean, part of what makes Souboutei so great is the fact that it does manage to do stuff like this. Also, my god, the detail on this is fantastic. Like, I really do appreciate the fact that everything here feels like it is the art style of the series. It's not like the other manga thing of taking a picture and then like tracing over it. Because like whenever you do that, you end up with very strange line work. Even if the mangaka manages to make it blend in, or if their art style is better suited, like if their art style is already kind of photorealistic in its own way, like it kind of works. But I think for Souboutei, this works so very well because it's all the same like line work as everything else in the series. Also, that's a cute looking. What is that? Is that like a packed lunch? Perhaps. Anyways. Oh, he doesn't know. Looks like you guys are a little short. Oh? Seiichi, no, Seiichi, what are you doing? What are you doing? Yeah, it's better than nothing. Fair enough. Oh, that's really cute. That's incredibly cute. Oh, are they just gonna sleep in the room? Alright, fair enough. Oh my gosh, okay, so we're getting a legit flashback to this. Bright blue sky in the window, but not anymore. Oh my god. First of all, what a fantastic sight this is. But dear god. I'm a sucker for shots like this. Like usually it is more in series that do like space flights where it's like, oh, we saw a vision into a world that should not be. We saw the warp or whatever. I think this is much scarier because it's an airplane. Like there are some things you expect to see when you're on an airplane, but not like the cosmos. Also, just the contrast between like this and then the short panel of him freaking out. Like just the contrast in textures here is so good. I love it. I can't get tired of looking at this. Okay, I've got to move on. I've got to move on. Yeah, that's okay. This was a great like not explanation, but like a peek into what happens. Because not only is his explanation very stilted, but also like it makes sense. Like it's not like he's intentionally trying to hide information. It's possible he doesn't even like fully understand that. Like this is all he remembers. But even if there is more and it's just like he can't get it out. Like something about that is so very immersive. The idea of information being lost simply because someone can't explain it. That's very horror-esque, actually. Oh? These dudes broke the glass and snuck in. That's bad. They gotta be thieves. Announcement. Souboutei must be destroyed. Releases will be weekly for a while. Oh boy, I'm so excited. I don't know if that's, like, that can't be a note by the scanlators, right? That's gotta be from the series itself, but it applies both ways here. Also, I don't have anything really to say about this chapter, so I'll say, like, I'll talk about both of them at the very end. I go here, remember I just transferred. Also, it feels really weird that the kids would all be here, but the teacher wouldn't. Like, I've never broken into my school to sleep, but I feel like if anyone came in, it would have been like what, the janitor or like a teacher or something coming in at like 6 a.m. Like, it feels really weird for the entire. Also, it's all the kids. It's not just like one or a few like early bird kids. It's all the kids came in all at once. I'm going to destroy it. Yeah, that's. Yeah, of course they wouldn't appreciate that, or like they wouldn't like take that seriously. These kids are so mean. Aw, okay. So like he is very like non-socialized, but at the same time, Seiichi's not an idiot. Or I guess like it's not that he's not an idiot, but like he's not impulsive enough to go like, "Oh, you pushed me. I guess I'm gonna drill you." For a minute there, I thought that could be possible, but no. Okay, fair enough. Wait, so wait a minute. Is he gonna just be here? Like, is he just going to stay for class? In a lot of series, I'd be mad at the teacher, or I'd be mad at the authority figures here. But I can't be for this because it makes perfect sense. Like, they are treating him not just fairly, they're treating him really well. Like, they're trying to understand what he's saying, but what he's saying sounds insane. Aww. Oh my gosh, that is the cutest Seiichi we've seen in like forever. I think ever, actually. I don't know if we've ever seen him smile like this. Like, he looks absolutely giddy to be looking at a classroom. Also, what's his name? Rakuro? Not Rokuro? I think I'm more used to the spelling of Rokuro, so I just kind of assumed it was. But no, it is Rakuro. I'm learning too. Oh, that's true. Right, like even that, like even being bullied is a form of social interaction. Aww. God damn it, these kids are fucking assholes. Aww. This is like worse than preschool level. God damn it. What the fuck? This is what he gets. Death penalty. Oh my god. What an absolute badass. Like specifically, I think it's like the fact that these two shots come before this third one. This one is a very like, it feels so weird saying it, but like generic shonen shot of like, oh, he's being hit by balls, but it's not affecting him. The fact that like we get these two shots where clearly like the balls are affecting him. They are like squishing his face. I think that really sells it for me. Like, yeah, he is getting beaten up over it, but he doesn't care. Someone just threw a rock. What? Oh my god, that is terrifying. That is actually terrifying. Especially since these kids were like, they were saying like death penalty in the most casual way possible. Whereas Rakuro here knows death. Like he knows what death is. He's seen it firsthand. when he says, "I'll kill you," he understands what killing means. That was absolutely intense. Wee woo, wee woo, wee woo, wee woo. Okay, so I assume next chapter they're just gonna have to leave. Like, they're just gonna have to make a run for it. This was really nice, though. Like, it really was a two-parter arc about going to school. It was exactly what it said on the tin, or on the cover. I really enjoyed it. Like, in addition to it being literally about school, it was also kind of about Seiichi learning. I guess it was Rakuro and Seiichi learning about each other. It was really nice. It felt very like almost slice of lifey, like just two kids on the run hanging out. But really, the fact that Souboutei is haunted had nothing to do with this. I guess it was just Seiichi's like drill arm for a little bit. But even that, like, that's only even in chapter 10. In chapter 11, it doesn't come up at all. I think that's really nice. Like, the fact that the series could switch gears like that and still deliver such a satisfying chapter that developed both of our child characters, while also just kind of giving us more of a glimpse into the worlds of these. Also, I really like the fact that in a lot of shonen series, because they're aimed at kids, you have very like realistic, relatable kids and some jerks, and then a lot of like unreasonable adults. But here, it's very much like kids are cruel and the adults are doing the best they can. They're not paying attention, but at the same time, like, how could they? How could they comprehend what is happening? How could they comprehend the idea of a kid who's, his father dies and he's like, listen, I need to go to Souboutei to destroy it. It's like, what do you mean destroy Souboutei? I don't really have anything else to say about these two chapters, apart from just I really enjoyed them. Chapter 10, I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to come back to this part a lot, the entire flashback. This definitely feels like something that could be explored further. Also, I really do like this idea of a tunnel of stars. Like, when I first looked at this, I thought it was kind of a cosmos, but that is very, like, tunnel-esque specifically. It makes me wonder where, like, there are multiple ways you can interpret this. Like, is it magic? Is it, like, the magic of the cosmos? Or is it some sort of, like, eldritch abomination concept? The idea of, like, there are, we drifted into a world full of unspeakable horrors. We saw the cosmos over us, and then we saw a hole in the cosmos, a tunnel from which something came out. Yeah, that's basically all I have to say, so I'm not going to stretch it anymore. This was Souboutei Must Be Destroyed, chapters 10 and 11. Expect probably weekly updates from me as I read the chapters. I'm not going to stick to a definite schedule, but I'm probably not going to let them pile up, because one chapter is pretty solid for Souboutei. I know I just said that after not saying anything for like one chapter, but it really is. I think I genuinely could just do reactions to it weekly. Also, to be fair, I'm doing Dungeon Nursery weekly, and that has no business being a weekly series. So, with that said, bye for now, stay tuned, and Souboutei must be destroyed.